Hey, what up, families? This is Ty from No Picks Podcast.
Good evening, family. This is Joe checking in for No Picks Podcast.
All right, so check this out. We're gonna react to another video about the state of the culture. All right, so we're just gonna let this play. The video speaks for itself. We'll let this play, and Joe and I we're gonna make some comments about it, and hopefully we'll start up a larger conversation. All right.
Let's get it.
I really do this shit, nigga. Yeah. Y'all niggas ain't fucking with me. If you think you can fuck with me, nigga, let me know. MBD shit, nigga. I don't think I can be fucked with, nigga. This my police, nigga. This the rage. SK, nigga. Squad full of hits. You already know. Well, killers, nigga. We really do this shit. We ain't to be fucked with. Pussy, check a nigga off. Hit man, complete the task. Leave a nigga with a lot of hoes like Jason Mask. Zipped up in the body bag, toe tag. You will get your ass scraped like a Brillo pad.
Cool.
All right, we're gonna pause for a sec because
Right over there. Yeah.
this
So,
this kid, as
I
you
guess
can
my
see in the
all right. So my question to you, Joe, is why is this shit so acceptable in our culture?
man. Well, if the audience didn't catch it, this kid is 13. Um,
The fucking gun is
that's
is,
a hard
is
question.
like almost as big as he is, bro.
Right? Yeah, 13. Um, there's an interview, and I forget which show it was on, but it was Ti, and he was on some talk show, and the person interviewing him was asking him why is it that so much of hip hop is violent, or gangster rap, or about drugs and the hustle and killing people and this and this and that. And he was like, you got to understand, music is art, and art reflects reality. He was like,
Right,
so if we're living in these neighborhoods and we're seeing this on a day-to-day basis, it should be no surprise as to why we're rapping about guns, we're rapping about drugs, we're rapping about people dying, killing people, losing people. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, art reflects reality.
right,
And it's like, I understand that there are parts of our reality that are reflected in hip hop music, like the hustle, the streets. If you go to Chicago, it's drill rap, everybody trying to kill each other, everybody kill
right.
this person, rest in peace Pookie, like all this stuff.
Like
So
you're
I
smoking
mean,
up with your enemy pack, right? Like it's like whoever
yeah,
you
yeah,
kill this
yeah.
dude and you smoke up blunt in his honor. Like I don't.
Right. So I can't answer the question, at least not now, as to why is this gonna pass, or why is this okay in the community. What I can say is that it's an extreme, it's the extreme parts of our community, first and foremost. I don't want to say all our kids out there waving
No, no, not
AK-47s,
all of them. Well,
but
obviously
but
you and I didn't move like that. So
right. No, no. It's getting younger and younger, bro.
it's
It's
getting
getting
younger, younger.
younger and younger, and that's what's scary, is that now you're seeing too. Even in Philly, you saw that these youngins are out of pocket, bro.
Right,
The
out of
the the,
pocket
the
for sure.
violence, the gun violence
Yeah,
this year alone, and shortly after the pandemic was lifted, has been
yeah,
insane. And it's been young boys. It's been teenagers killing teenagers. It's been people pulling out guns on yellow buses, on school
right,
buses. So it's getting younger and younger, and like our kids are getting more violent, and they're getting more sexualized. They're
all
becoming
right,
adults. This is what I mean. Like, our kids are growing too fast.
right.
Like, they're growing way too fast, bro. I
So
think kids are growing way too fast.
so let me push back on you on a point you made.
Yeah.
All right, so you said art reflects reality. You said Ti mentioned art reflects reality, right?
Right. Right. Right.
That's
Right.
true in some cases, right? But like, all right, so let me speak on my personal experience, right? I have a
Hmm.
brother who's a rapper, right? And he raps about the same things, right? Killing,
Okay.
shooting, guns, drugs, all that shit, right? So let me tell you, our childhood consisted of we lived in the hood, right? And out of my let's say I'm one of six, right? I have three brothers and two sisters, right? Everybody, my older brother, I have an older brother. He was outside doing his thing. I don't know, buying drugs from the drug dealers, smoking weed, doing whatever, right?
Hmm.
Me, I was outside as well all the time playing basketball. I swore I was going to be a basketball player, right? My other four siblings stayed their ass in a goddamn house eating Cheetos, glazed donuts, and all the other shit, right? But
Right. Right.
my brother comes out with gangster rap talking about him moving weight and being starving and hungry and doing all this stuff, right? So I gotta push back on the idea that all these dudes are rapping about their realities, because some people are talking about a life that they heard in a movie or read in a movie, or they're talking like they don't live. There's a popular Michael not Michael Irvin just came out with a he's on the new show with Skip. He took Shannon's place.
Right.
He came out with something recently, and people was clowning his son because he was talking about his son. He was like, "Listen, my son he's a rapper, and my son's talking about killing and drugs and women and doing all this stuff." And he's like, "Bro, you lived in a gated community your whole life."
Right.
Michael Irvin's son, Michael Irvin's a millionaire. You mean like the dude probably worth like $50 million. This kid's son never seen government cheese. You mean like, but he raps about it every year. So my point of bringing both of those points up is that like it's not just that it's people's reality. It's glorified. It's glorified in our community specifically to live a life like that, right? Like, which is why you could take Gilly's situation. Gilly signed $100 million contract, but his son want to be chilling and slumming it and being in the hood with the gangsters. He gets shot, unfortunately passed away, but like
peace, bro.
It's not due to lack of resources. This guy just wanted to move in that way,
right?
And we just want to move in that way. So look at John Morant. You could point out a lot of different instances, right, where like people who have made it, who have resources beyond resources more than we can ever imagine in our entire lives. Being in that lifestyle is so like valued in our community specifically.
Right.
And we still want to move like that, even if that's not our real reality. Look at John Morant. You think John Morant is from the gutter? You think John Morant had to eat syrup sandwiches? You think John Morant had to pitch for his dinner, pitch quarters for his dinner? No, he never had to do none of that shit.
T.I.'s son either. Look at T.I.'s son. He's always in some stuff, and it's like, bro, y'all rich. Your family's wealthy.
It's valued in our community to move like this, and that's just we gotta also understand that reality. Yeah, are there some people who move like this? Yeah, cool. But bro, listen, let me tell you this. I went to Catholic school, right? I went to Catholic school in high school, right? One of my best friends, his mom was a nurse, right? We know nurses make bread, right? But guess what? He still sold OxyContin. It wasn't because he needed to. It was because it was cool. It was young Jeezy was out at the time talking about like, you ain't never seen them pie so much white it'll hurt your eyes. And bro, we value that shit and we move in that way, regardless of whether or not we need it. It's not everybody's reality. Like I said,
we've made it look cool. We made the lifestyle look cool. That's what happened before. If you think of the gangsters of the past, there's some OGs, but they wore the suits and the hats and shit like that, and it wasn't a culture. It wasn't reflected in the music, and you know what I mean. It wasn't like so impactful. So it didn't have such a great impact. But now that we made it look cool, bro, to be in gangs, to hustle, to be the drug dealer, you know what I mean? And the thing is, I feel like that the origins are still there. I feel like it did come from, reflections of people's environments. You know what I mean? Initially, that's what people rapped about.
Right.
Of course, and some of it was more politically charged too, because we had like NWA, we had groups like that. But yeah, I think it started off as reflecting our environment and our reality, and then when we made it look good and cool, then it kind of got hijacked. The younger generation just started riding that fad. Right. You know what I mean? After things got better for them, they just kept on the same wave, the same vibration. And it's crazy. People just do it, and people are just wanksters. It's fake.
The more gangster you are, the cooler you are.
Right. Right.
That's unique to our community specifically.
You think so?
Yo, bro, white people don't move.
I mean, I've seen it a lot. I can't say it doesn't exist. I've definitely seen people glorifying certain aspects of our culture. And I'm like, why? Like, why is this a part that is glorified? And you know what I mean? Why is this something to aspire to? Why is this goals? Like,
it's important to us, bro. Like, it's like, bro, it's also like it's stamped by women in our society. Because listen, we talked about this before. The most gangster dudes, they get the pussy in the hood.
Right.
They get the pussy. So like, so I think men are just problem solvers. So we're gonna solve for the problem. How can we get the pussy? We gonna be gangsters. We're gonna sell these drugs. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna tell these chicks, ain't nobody gonna play with my name. And guess what? That makes them wet. So like, hey, guess what? Everybody, guess what the cool thing is to do? tell everybody, hey, nobody, and make music like this. You 13 years old, you 14 years old, walking around with an AK or whatever the hell that gun is. I don't even know what that is. If that was the, bro, like it's unique
Yeah.
to our community, bro. Like it's like, bro, like if white people move like this, it's not glorified. If
They
it
do it
when
different though.
what
I feel
happened,
like they do it different. I feel like they do it different. Like they still do it. Like when I thought about the young boy, the 13-year-old with the AK-47, I've spoken to wifey about this, and I've been like, yo, like these white people, they be having their kids out there hunting deers, hunting game, like with shotguns,
bro? There's
rifles.
nothing wrong
Like
with that though.
they
Like
learn how to shoot when they're like 9 or 10, probably even
learning
younger.
how to shoot ain't the problem.
You know what I mean? No, that's what I'm
They're
saying.
talking
Well,
about
well,
they're
yeah.
talking about catching bodies.
Well, yeah, but
They're
that's the
not.
part. That's the
The
part
young
of it.
dudes are
Yeah.
talking about hunting deer and quail and fucking like
Oh,
like
yeah. Oh,
there's a
yeah,
huge
yeah.
difference. One you go to jail for, the other one you get a nice ass fucking meal.
Yeah, I
Like
don't see people rapping about bodying deers and bears.
it's bad, bro. Like our it's bad, man. Like I can go on this forever and ever, but it's a badass look, man. But look, you want to finish it up?
Yeah, yeah. I'll just say this. I mean, this is a conversation that could go on for a while. I would love to have maybe like a panel or a longer conversation about this one. But I'll definitely say like I do see that certain these things are glorified. I do feel like it's getting younger and younger, not just the violence, but like I said, the sexualization. So you know, I hate the way some parts of our community are the direction that they're moving in. And I just hope that it doesn't gain more of an influence. But I mean, our youngers are already killing each other, bro. We're already out there killing each other. And we talked about, you know, Black Lives Matter, but like which lives? Just the ones that police officers kill? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, what about the lives in our neighborhoods? What about your brother and your fellow man? What about Pookie? What about Tyrone? What about Khalif? What about, you know, all these people that done got gunned down in your neighborhoods by people who look just like them? So Black Lives Matters all the time, right? So let's keep that same energy for all the other ways in which we lose Black lives. You know what I mean?
right.
Like, so and that's I'll leave it there. Like I said, there's so much I can say, bro. But I'm gonna leave it at that and say, please chime in. What do you guys feel about the video? What do you guys feel about? Do you guys agree? Do you guys think that this type of mentality is getting passed down to the younger generations? Like, is it more common than is it more common than we know it is? Yeah, let us know what you think about. It's another conversation about the culture. Another aspect of the culture that we're trying to address and focus on. So let us know what you think. And as Tyrese says, like, subscribe, share. We on the move. We getting subscribers up. We getting the views up.
We get some traction. We getting some
Give us
traction.
if we get some shares, I'd lose my mind. Maybe somebody share some of our videos and check out the other stuff, man. We got longer episodes. We got a couple panels up here too. Check it out too. It's good stuff. Until next time, y'all.